Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
How many can actually...
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. Woo-hoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, can you land your asses?
Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting.
Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm here on surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
23, this is Spare 1. Numbers we can handle. You're safe with us. School 200, get into formation.
Spare 15. Coffee crimes. You don't get it, Spare 15. Your fire control systems are locked.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes. The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower! Hey, what's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Send in the fire team. Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
We'll be done by now to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
Starts.
This is the meeting.
This count's going forward.
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
I'm damaged, but still flight capable. This is Skull 3. Enemy evaded attack.
No way anyone's gonna take the top score from me. It's in my blood.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Fox 2.
I've yet to confirm the destruction of the targets. Continue on with the mission.
Bye-bye.
Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Anyone up for some poker tonight?
Allow me to educate you. In this unit, you get your tail marked with scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. Let's go. Where the hell are we out here?
Bingo. Direct hit.
I'm hit, but still fighting. That tail is wide open. Breaking off. Breaking.
Spare 6, Fox 2. Do you really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Attack missed. I'm hit. Locked on bandit. Attacking. Medic. This isn't our first dance. Fire strike. Evading. Rock 2. We're losing escorts. Hurry up. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're out of this kill. Enemy missile moving. Breaking. Hit. Enemy has a lock.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer.
Jeez, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
That's a hit. Enemy still alive. Continuing attacks. Drop your payload and maintain balance. We'll bail out after that.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you? Wilco, Men and McKinsey, please maintain silence for a moment.
Trigger again.
Make it to the target. We're on fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway?
I don't know what her problem is. It's like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15, What the hell are you doing? Attack!
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining. Watch your mouth. 2 targets remaining.
A squadron of convicts. Gotta be some kind of reason. The paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war. Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission.
Enemy interceptors firing.
1 bandit left. Take him down now.
First come, first served.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah. Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to...
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Mihai's granddaughters liked to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front. Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. Do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Outside the building, losing the is a kind of special guys. What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do? I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bandog's finally come around.
Spare 6.
Fire set up a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Righto. Take that.
Spare 15 locked. In gun range. Vehicle down.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Spare 15. Bandit splashed.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Make it sound so easy.
Spare 15 target destroyed. Spare 15 enemies got a lock.
Missile!
Spare 15 locked.
I've never been good at hide and seek.
Locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Bandit in my sights.
Enemy has a lock.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Vehicle down.
Missile!
locked. They're after me!
APC destroyed. Enemy reinforcements. Check your radars.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again.
Gonna have to rethink the odds.
Spare 15, rifle. Tank destroyed.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Spare 15, missile away.
No, we got a fire!
Fox 2. Attack missed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Now the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osia has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. And they already know the next strategy. Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
Bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Fox 2. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Vehicle down.
Enemy is locked on!
Taking a piece of action.
Target hit.
Missile in the air! Heads up!
Missile.
Missile launch. Evade.
Missile.
AA gun down. In gun range.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Our attack angle's limited.
Target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Bandit acquired. Lock on.
Missile.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile.
Spare 15 was shot down. Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Look out, bandits behind.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
I'm out. Return to supply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base supply off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino.
Bandit in flight. Firing.
Behind you. Watch out.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Enemy has a lock. Locked on. Get out of there. These guys creep me out. What's with the scratches on their tails?
Spare 15, missile away. Missile hit.
Missile, and it's headed your way!
Enemy has a lock. Locked on. Fox 2.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
AA gun down.
The enemy can only hit us from a few positions. Set your sights on there.
Break! Missile inbound!
Target destroyed. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Enemy's locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Spare 15, missile away. Vehicle down.
Incoming missile! Breaking!
Target is annihilated. Shit! My wings are all. Someone help me out here.
Missile closing! Concentrate on dodging it!
Chaffee flares deployed.
Locked on. My finger's on the trigger.
We picked the worst location. Can't hit anything for shit out here.
It's gonna tell you what to do next. Osea has one. And probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Vehicle down.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping. Aircraft approaching at high speed, bearing 280.
I didn't sign up.
They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replacing humans.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Retreat! Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here!
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? These are just pawns.
That lion son of a bitch!
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Bandit sighted.
Locked on bandit.
Missile launched.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
High roller missile, shake it off!
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! High roller missile, another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
No, we got a fire! What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
Someone help me out here!
Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit! My aircraft!
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try to stop me. I'm getting behind Traeger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Decision on your part. I've still got top score. Challenging us. Man, you're useless.
They got Spare 15. Son, welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leaving to me. Rolling the weak is a kind of specialty of mine. In good range. We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Whole squadron. Turning the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can. The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
In regular aircraft. that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Rocking it up. Cut the crap. There's work to do.
I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Righto.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Destroy enemy reinforcements at the base.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again. Gonna have to rethink the odds. Nothing but trouble this mission, I'm afraid.
Locked on target. Flares and chaff fired.
No, we gotta fire!
Spare 15 target destroyed.
Hostile on the lock. Need help.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Look out. Bandits behind. Locked on bandits.
With my spirits.
Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
Another miss.
Spare 15 locked.
Hostile on the lock. Need help. Watch two. On my target's tail.
Trigger, he's got a lock.
Enemy missile detected. Spare 15 is down to target. Target acquired. Missile evading. Warning, bandit.
Locked on.
Bandit sighted. Box 2. Breaking out of lock. I'm about to blast right through this guy. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Enemy on your ass.
Target is still alive. Locked on target.
Shot down one of us.
Turn around. Enemy on your tail.
Enemy is locked on. Breaking.
In gun range.
Now the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Turn into the tunnel. They're taking off from inside. The tunnel? You've got to be kidding.
Triggers destroyed all the trucks.
Pull up.
Spare 15, missile away. Locked. APC destroyed.
Standard acquired. Lock on. Still in the fight.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Spare 15 is down to target.
Missile inbound, evade.
Nickel.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Nickel.
Spare 15 blocked.
Nickel. Nickel.
Trigger's taken out one of the AA guns.
Nickel.
Never been good at hide and seek.
Targeting gun range, fire.
Nickel. 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 Caution. Pull up.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
Nickel.
They're drones.
Nickel.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Nickel.
Machines are not replacing humans.
Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns.
That lying son of a bitch.
Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
I roll a missile. Shake it off.
God damn it, I'm hit! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile. Another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? Ty Roller. He's been taken out.
Focus your pants over one aircraft being down.
If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit. What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. I'm hit. My aircraft.
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop me. We don't have enough AA weapons. I'm getting behind Traeger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you're your numbers.
Nickel.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Nickel. Nickel. Nickel.
Spare 15 locked on. Engage or face punishment.
Kidnapping away, little guard dog.
Pay for this.
Nickel. Nickel.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun. fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still have ammo. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him. Locked on bandit. Incoming missile! Breaking! Wow, Trigger's the only one who's managed to hit the base. You've got one on your tail!
3 minutes remaining.
Break! Break! Missile inbound! Shit, all the batteries are dead. Spare 15 got another. That's 3. I'm spiked! I'll shake him! Trigger, they have a lock on you. Nice job, Trigger. That's 5. I've shut down 6.
Bullshit. You're still on 2.
Hey, are you sure your radar's working right? This is a whole new kind of war. I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile inbound. Evade!
Locked on target. Spare 15, watch your tail.
Seven down. That's more than an ace.
Chaff and flares at 0.
Our attack equals are limited to 3
Targeting gun range. Fire.
Damn, these guys are agile.
1 minute remaining.
They have me spiked. Trigger, he's got a lock. Spare 15 is cleaning up. 10 drops down.
Missile hit.
I'm finally finding my groove.
Okay. You've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already. Some welcome.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs. This will result in solitary. Take them. You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Ocean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi. Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes. Destruction of target facility is confirmed. It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited. Stay alert. Spare 15 is... Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Was Traeger just shot down?
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding...
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi. Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
Missile.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Missile.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Missile.
Any surface attacks in this weather? Give me a break, man. Man, I need missions that can help me improve my score, not this crap.
Spare 15, locked on.
Missile.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Fire! They have nowhere to run! Missile inbound, evading!
Missile inbound, evade. Destruction of target facility confirmed.
Missile.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia. They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I could find out.
Enough talk.
Fly between those rocks and this wind?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Box 2. Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Missile. Missile.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your head as well as your hands.
Righto.
Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
Missile.
Do they have a death wish?
Missile. 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 Missile.
Are you telling us we have to dodge lightning?
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution.
Locked on target.
Pull up.
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
I owe you.
Right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
On my target.
Cyclops 1, break!
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in front of them and the UAVs.
You don't even have time to check radar.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic. It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger. Maintain your element. Go at it in pairs.
Strider 4, missile inbound.
UAV down.
Bring it on.
Bandog, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
Figured UAVs wouldn't like lightning. Let's go. Missile closing, breaking.
Friendly made it out of the screwball? Are you...
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it.
Cyclops 2, missile fired at you!
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Shake them this off, Cyclops 3! You want a piece of me? You got it.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Plane coming.
Trigger just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking.
Hostile behind me.
This is bad. Fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Try and stop me. Trigger, hostile behind you.
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Just looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs. Missile in the air, evading.
Cyclops 3. There's one aircraft nearby from the 444th.
Our job is to watch the airspace. Yours is to get the hell out of there.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Got it.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bandog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15, you're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil, Count. Don't make me laugh.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
In gun range.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Spare 15, locked on.
I can't get him to overshoot. Flying against machines is a pain.
Cyclops 1 is hit!
Not hit, but still functional. So I just gotta look at the speed down. Just one fighter.
gun range. Spare 15, launching missile.
Break on... Damn it, break!
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute. Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, Champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8, no dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
Sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Yeah, shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Last time we did a force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear.
Get it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. I've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, Jake.
Don't copy that.
Spare 15, Fox 2.
I'm in position.
Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15, got him.
Someone, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I was getting really excited.
Go get him.
Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase him down. We've got this.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, black as a sheet. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
You take the fastest one, Spare 15. Forget about the rest. Missile hit.
You're telling me there's only 2 guys taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one station behind you.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Behind the enemy. Fusion, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. I was gonna do that anyway.
Warning. System malfunction.
I'm hit. Someone going to assist. Your job's not mine.
Please reboot system. Please reboot system.
Locked on.
Feedback filter damaged.
The enemy's in the clouds. Follow them, Spare 15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could go down.
Alert. System failure. Alert. System failure.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock. position.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Blast some of the full force craft flying out of bounds.
Damn cowards bailing on us?
They just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The benefit's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
Spare 15, locked on. Hostile has a lock.
Fox 2.
Spare 15 has entered the clouds.
You see that color? The way he's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking him on.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
He doesn't miss anything. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Fox 2. Soul 2, this is Soul 1. Soul 2 here. What's up? Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Spare 15, locked on. Enemy has a lock on you.
Taking fire. Locked on.
Call warning.
15, locked on.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Dang it, that's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
Spare 15 locked on. Spare 15 is down.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Last of a 444's craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
I'm in position.
Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15 got him.
Warning. System malfunction.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm so excited.
Go get him.
Wiseman, you see that color? Wait, he's flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase them down. You've got this.
Systems malfunction. You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking a lot.
I wouldn't last a minute.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1. Soul 2 here. What's up? Guess we not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Fusion, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
I'm hit. Soul 1, moving to assist. Your job's an awful line.
The enemy's in the clouds. Follow them, Spare 15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could 15 is out of commission.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
He told us to drop the gun. I'm going home.
Force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
They just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element to take up the rear.
Forget it.
Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that, King.
Don't call me that.
Spare 15, launching missile. Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15, got him.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Go get him.
Wiseman, you see that color? The way he's flying? Don't move my tail.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
Soul 2, this is Soul 1.
Soul 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Bandits in the clouds. Chase them down. You've got this.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No,
Missile incoming.
just one's taking the run.
No way. I wouldn't last a minute.
System malfunction.
He dodged again. Interesting. Flight line. Do they signify something?
Ocean, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Who's gonna do that anyway?
Missile launched. The enemy's in the clouds. Follow them, Spare 15. Do something or the entire recon squadron could go down.
Taking evasive action.
Target was not hit.
Pressure warning. Pressure warning.
Enemy is alive.
Alert. System failure. Alert. System failure.
Soul 1, I can't see you with the clouds.
Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Focus on your own job, Seymour.
Please reboot systems. Please reboot systems.
Watch your tail, Soul 2. Soul 1, this is Soul 2. My status is fine. Do not interfere. Soul 1, the clouds are moving in. Let's return to base. Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will you be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facility.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, a fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. Coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. Boats, warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation.
They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2. Well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then.
A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Another one popped. Fix this.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was safe. This beat's being stuck in the field, babe.
I don't know what you were keeping there, but it's all ashes now.
Yeah, target destroyed.
Fight! Breaking away!
Spare 15, watch your tail.
We don't have enough anti-air weapons. The enemy's got free reign.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on that!
An Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. Trigger has destroyed the target.
I decided. Fox 2.
You practically invited me in. This is hardly the time to worry about that. Just go.
I'm trying to break it.
There's a lock on Trigger's burn. The enemy's got a lock.
Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You don't want to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you. It was hell out there.
Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam.
Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks. The boats, all warships. There's plenty of buildings, too.
Destroy everything in sight.
I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
You think you look anything like military?
Fox 2.
Start destroying the facilities around the harbor.
Well and truly started.
Damn! That's what I call fireworks.
Yeah!
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Another one popped.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Burn, bitches.
Are you guys all nuts? I thought at least one of you was safe. This beat's being stuck in the field, babe.
I've got more bad news. The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then.
A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this are too easy.
Position behind Bandit. Attacking it. Bandit is still moving.
Bandit right behind you. That's what the Allies go for.
It's like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Stuck on there. Bandit acquired.
AA gun down.
Attack this. I'm trying to break it.
An Nessa 2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time.
3 minutes remaining.
Jackpot. Take our full oil.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up.
Spare 15, trigger destroyed.
Just quietly plugging away. You're the only thing anyone here.
Dog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou-act tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you go up here to more than I do. It's all about where you're from.
On my enemy's tail. Missile! Break! Break! Fox 2.
Spare 15, launching missile. locked on. Hostile has a lock.
Nickel. Nickel.
Bandit my side.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Enemy has a lock.
Nickel.
Evade. Continuing attack.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
1 minute remaining. Dust Cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Don't worry about that. Just go. I'm on his rear.
Missile away.
Look at that oil. Just burn up the sea.
AA gun down. Hostile has a lock. Destroy the targets. You're being slow. 30 seconds remaining.
It's targeting every last hole truck.
Spare 15 locked.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Here he goes.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock, that's got me in here.
Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. You should thank our good citizens. Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right. Bring out the truck. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite. Burned down everything that turns up.
Why are they popping on and off of radar?
Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
Are you sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm going off by myself. Okay, if you think that's for the best. Got one on radar. Moving.
Damn, that truck just vanished into the dust.
Chase it down, dimwit. Missile launched. Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Take that.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger.
Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Bandog.
Spare 2, count. Where the hell do you think you're going? You're approaching Erusian territory. Return.
Just following orders to find tankers. So how about you go chew on a bone?
Can't see the highway unless he gets way down.
Bastards picked a hell of a place to hide.
Spare squadron, a new enemy is approaching. Bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Nickel. Nickel.
Tanker confirmed eliminated.
Nickel.
Keep going.
Nickel.
Burn it all.
Nickel.
Those trucks can't be all terrain. They should be close to the roads.
In gun range.
Nickel. Nickel.
Turn and burn! Missile headed for you!
Nickel.
Have you forgotten what happens to deserters? I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
Nickel.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
I ain't losing to no drone.
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Allied aircraft down by a UAV.
Pipe down and keep your mind on the mission, full man.
We gotta get those UAVs.
Mission's been making them way too dangerous. Damn cow for dragging us into this shit.
Shut the hell up. This has nothing to do with me.
You guys are celebrating, but I don't hear anyone saying all targets have been taken down.
We're not gonna lose to damn robots. Has this guy taken easy on me?
Locked on. This one's mine. Weapon system's acting up. I can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And he's who drew the drones here. Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
Spare 15, launching
Play along, Trigger.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Trigger took down a UAV.
That dumbass is at it again. Now's our chance to retreat.
Missile! Missile!
Just the bandits off. Trigger eliminated target. Just like regular Cloud. You can lose your lock in there.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again.
Target confirmed near full band. Dig around.
Couldn't burn it. That was some primo jet fuel.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
Pushing on E-115.
Bandit right behind you! The tankers are getting farther away.
Damn, I'm targeted. Maybe we should have stuck with Trigger after all.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile inbound, evade!
Steve, shot it! What is this bullshit? Watch your stick. I don't need more work.
Ignore the UAVs and go after the mission targets.
We have to take out the UAVs first.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
One more truck down. Drop them all.
Got a target on radar. Trigger, it's near your position.
If we follow the tankers, our tails will be exposed. I guess I'll pick off the guys going after Trigger. UAV down. Was that Trigger?
All right, we might just get out of this alive.
Don't tell me you're taking out drones for your squadron now, are you? They're not your friends. They're convicts just like you. Just worry about saving your own skin. You listening, Trigger? Target the tankers. The other idiots have their hands full with the drones. Huh? Spare 15, stay within the operation area. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets. Target is down. Well done.
Uncovered another one.
That's a lot of fuel up in smoke. But there could be more hiding somewhere.
Trigger, I need support, now!
Enough of this Trigger bullshit. All aircraft, destroy the tankers.
Let's just leave him to it.
3 minutes remaining. In gun range.
Blown out! I got no...
Hostile down. Missile launched.
Where are the tankers?
Trigger splashed a fifth bandit. He might get them all. This is Spare 11. UAV down. We got one.
Going after the tankers when all this shit is going down is suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later.
Damn.
2 minutes remaining. It's possible the group's made its way to the north of the operation area, towards Erusian territory. Time's running out. Find them. Understood. HQ sent a message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. Worked like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well get your last rites now.
Exactly, that was all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been straining to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned nothing in the sky, Count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger. Champ went down crying like a baby. I knew he was all barred.
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing. It seems headquarters is starting to view some of you in the penal unit as a valid military force. Or at least that's what the rumors are saying. But that's bullshit. The only reason you're here is to atone for your crimes by carrying out missions.
Well, you sit on your ass and get medals.
You, solitary, now. Okay, on to the briefing. In this mission, you're going into Erusian territory. We know the Erusian Forces communications facility to the north in the Waiapolo Mountains is linked to the swarm of drones. Your mission is critical. You will destroy the facility and then weaken those drones. As it's important, the enemy won't go down without a fight. The area is watched over by spy satellites. If discovered, expect AA missiles. Unless you have a death wish, you must use the clouds for cover around the sides and base of the mountains. Use the clouds to hide from their satellites, and you just might have a chance to shake off their missiles. If you do find a missile on your tail, head to the clouds and pray. Let the missile kill you or crash into the rocks. That much freedom I will give.